Hello YouTube, welcome to another video today about Doctor Who action figures, and today I'm going to go over my entire collection of Doctor Who Dalek action figures. A few things to note to start with. Number one, I've still got like my inflatable movie Dalek upstairs, but I'm not going to get that in the shot whatsoever, so that's still upstairs. And number two, please don't moan about me for the order of them. I tried to put it in order, Dad didn't like it, had to change it and all that, it was hectic. And say thanks because he's the cameraman at the moment. Oh, and I've modified the Sonic, but another video will be coming on that soon. So, let's get into the collection. Okay, so this is the collection, and I'm going to try and go over them as best of order I can. But it won't be that impressive. So let's start with the 3.75 inch ones. To start with, we've got a Power of the Daleks one here, which is one with the mutant on the end, which was wave 3 I think of these ones. Then we've got the 2-pack here of the Dalek Invasion of Earth Daleks. Now seeing as these aren't based on the show, I just had to put them in an order that worked. We have this one then, which is the Day of the Dalek Supreme one in the 3.75 inch figure line. Then we've got these two, which are the Children of Evolution Daleks, Dalek Alpha and a Dalek Drone. It was an old comic book, so yeah. Right, so here we have two Dalek coverbouts. This one came into the Dalek Time Zone playset along with the Dalek Sec on top of it. And this one, well, the Dalek came into the Dalek Time Zone playset. But this one came with the Dalek Invasion of Earth Time Zone playset. So yeah, that's nice. Then we have this Dalek, which used to be the Assault Dalek from 2005, but it somewhat broke, but it's still usable. This is the Emperor Guards Dalek with the sensor arm from the same episode. And this is the only motorised Dalek I have. It's just a standard Dalek. It's nice to army build with these, and it was one of the motorised ones, so if you turn that on, the vibrations would make it move, although not on the surface that the Daleks are now currently on, so I can't really show you that. But yeah, that's the only one I have that came in that wave, but I do have another one, which I'll explain in a sec. Then we've got the Dalek Patrol Ship Pilot, which has somewhat broken, thanks brothers, that's annoying, but anyway. Then we have Rusty from the Into the Dalek Time Zone playset, which looks absolutely amazing, I love it. It's the only Rusty I have, and it's the other motorised electric one thing. Works a lot better than the other one did, and I don't count that as the motorised ones because it didn't come in that wave. And then we've got a pop vinyl Dalek Sec here. He's the only pop vinyl figure I actually have, but it came in like, I saw it in Forbidden Planet, and this is semi-exclusive. I was in Cardiff at the time. I had the money, it looked good, and I thought, why not? My friend collects them from, Zander collects them, so I might buy it just because it looks good. Then we have this and this. Now this is one of the old Corgi Daleks one of the Corgi Daleks that they released. The eye snapped off, but it still functions okay. So yeah, it wasn't really in an episode, but it looks kind of good. And then this is an old Product Enterprise Dalek, I believe. Emperor Guard, the eye snapped off and some of the plunge it did as well. But it's still kind of good. I got this like, I think Easter ones. Should have sound effects, but they're kind of knackered. But the motorised pull back and go feature still works, as you can see. And lastly for this vote, we have my only Eagle Moss figurine Dalek, the Special Weapons Dalek. Now this is really fragile, some of it's broken off, and this gun is only just staying on, but it's still with me fighting on, and yes. So now we move on to the 5 inch. So here we have a Sorcerer Pilot, even though it technically isn't a Sorcerer Pilot from the Dalek Invasion of Earth, because let's just say that the one that was completely black in that episode, this was like it in the second episode, but it wasn't completely finished painting. The character saw that and thought, fuck it, we'll release 2. And now then we have my collection of movie Daleks. These two I've made myself into Chase Daleks. One's got a plunger and one's got a claw arm, because some of these have plungers, some of them didn't. And then we got this one which I bought off eBay, which is the Gold Supreme, because, well, gold is a great colour. Now we move on to the 70s one. This is the Day of the Daleks Supreme Dalek, which again is gold, so I really like the look of it. And then if we go back here, we've got 2 of the sound effects Planet of the Daleks, which I believe still work. Yep, see, they work. So that's all good. And this is probably the most recent Dalek I've got in my collection, the Planet of the Daleks Supreme Dalek. It might sound a bit odd, seeing as this was released like ages ago, but I never got it the first time round. And I won't say how much I paid for this, but it was 2 digits. I'll say that. 2 digits. Then we move on to the 80s, I believe. And I've got the Revelation of the Dalek set, which I believe in the early bad days of my channel, may have reviewed this, may not have.
You did?
Yeah, I know. But those
that'll be re-uploaded again.
No. This is the Necklace Dalek. Then we've got Davros with a somewhat difference. I gave him a Vok Robot hand because both of his other hands went missing. Bit unfortunate, but oh well. And then over here, we've got right here the Sorcerer Dalek that gave me that pack, which is like the Renegade Dalek for that. Speaking of the Renegade Daleks, we've got this Renegade Dalek, which came in the 7th Doctor 2-pack with this one in the 7th Doctor. And then we've got the Remembrance of the Dalek set, which featured 1 Renegade Dalek, 1 Imperial Dalek, 1 Supreme Dalek, and the Special Weapons Dalek. Now, only one of these, surprisingly, well 2 of them technically, were actually re-released in another form, so that's actually surprising. Actually, I guess there's had a few releases, but anyway. Then we move on. So we got the 2005 Dalek collection now, so we got 3 of the gold ones, but this one, I need to buy a new eye for him, because I kept on using another one from another Dalek I have. I'll show you that in a sec. Then we got another Assault Dalek, but in the 5-inch range. Semi-changed, so I put some blue on him, but yeah, it's all good. Then we got a damaged Dalek Faye back here, which is nice. I just use that as a regular one. And an RC Davros, but the RC feature is pretty knackered, and his hand's kind of broken off, and so is his switch, but it's still technically usable, I suppose. And now we move on to the Paradigms. So, you know, if you hate the Paradigms and you're a massive hater for them, then click off the video now. We've got 3 drone Daleks here. Y3 army build. Then we've got the Strategist at the back. This was the first ever Paradigm Dalek I ever got. It was like on a holiday, and it was part of the original wave, but I don't think, you know, a lot of people knew about that. Then we got an Eternal Dalek, which was part of the Paradigm wave that was like re-released. This one wasn't part of that Paradigm wave, surprisingly. It was actually part of the first wave, but you know. So that's the Eternal. Then we move on to my collection of Asylum Daleks. So we have the regular Asylum Dalek, which is a talking one, I believe. Talking one, see? I wish I had some specific phrases. But yeah, this came in a Toys R Us exclusive with the Asylum stamp and everything. Then I've got a few of my own ones that I made out of Daleks that I broke like literally ages ago, like this one. Just a few red marks and black ones to make it look even more destroyed than it already was. Technically these should belong in the customs area, but oh well. We've got this one, just a few more like that. And I did have one somewhere that should have had like some tentacles out of it to look like Dalek was trying to crawl out. But here's the drone from the Asylum pack. This one technically wasn't in the episode, but oh well. Then we have another custom, used to be an RC Dalek. Another one, used to be a Sorcerer Dalek. And from the official pack, the Supreme Dalek. What's it going? Right, so, now the last row we have here, I think, is the Customs row. This one, no idea what it is, I just made it out of some spare parts, out of the other Daleks I had. Missing a plunger, might just make it another Asylum one or something. I don't know. This one, which I bought off eBay, it looks pretty cool. Yeah. This one, which is my Dalek time controller. Now it's looked better, had better days, and it's gone through a few stages. This one, it used to be a Rusty, it used to be an Emperor's Guard, but I decided to just make it as a time controller in the end. A bit odd that one, but I like it all the same. And then I got these two here. These are like based on the TV 21 Emperor Dalek. and the 60s ones, so that's that. And then there's this one, which is also based on it, but if it was a paradigm, I'll just move that over there. It used to have like lights here, like not lights, but pieces to make the lights, but I'm kind of using them for that right now. But I will get some other ones to replace them, probably from a Lego box or something. And you'll know this one because I did a video about it that's gone up already, about the making of it. And this is my, which is familiar, Chase Guard. So yeah. And last but not least, we have these two, which you guys will recognise from my Dalek series thing that I did ages ago. I only did 2 episodes and a few other sketches for them. But I believe it's Dalek Pool and Dalek... I can't remember his name, but I know someone's going to type it in the comments. I can't remember this guy, Darren or something? I don't know. I can't remember what I named this one, but someone will put it in the comments, I know. I'm pretty sure Rhonda will. Anyway, so that is my collection of Daleks, the complete collection, apart from the movie one I've got upstairs that's inflatable. If you did enjoy the video, then please like, favourite and subscribe, it would really help me out a lot. And sorry if the camera work isn't quite the usual way I do things, but I've got a cameraman right there, yes, okay, you can see there. Right, so thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time where I'll be talking about this. Bye.